Yeah, let me go another one. This might be another one you guys might use. Like, let's go to Strava. Let's go to, this is one Randy did the other day. Randall, rather. So I would find, for me, I might find rides in Strava, I think easier, and people I know that I would probably trust over just grabbing something willy-nilly. And we can look at grabbing thing off of Ride with GPS, but this may be a paid feature, I believe, being able to download someone's GPX. I'm not sure about that. Brand, did you know on that?
That one I've got no clue.
All right, so
I have, yeah, I don't know that. I don't pay for Strava, so I can test.
yeah, okay.
There you go.
So this is his route. Now I can go back to I'm gonna upload a file. Select it. And then now I've got Randy's route in here in Ride with GPS that now I can play with it in here. So again, if I want to go in and edit this route, now you see.
So again, there's no control points, and that's where you'd have to put control points where you want. But at least it's easier to do that and to change the route around than to delete control points, I suppose.
Yeah, well, it's funny, and hopefully this works right now. I tried this just this afternoon for the first time. I said, that's interesting. No control points, because yeah, like you said, Norm. Let's I don't know. I just want to come down and do this little loop down in here, down into Johnson Corner. Oh, fuck that. That sucks. Now that's a mess. Like that route's done. God. So undo that. Trace. This auto trace creates. Watch this. This is pretty cool. Not only does it trace the route, adds control points, it gives you actually a cue sheet to go with it.
Oh my God.
You just had a robot ride your ride.
Yeah. Now, just as this thing's building this, just you always want to go back into your routes and take a look at it, that like they don't do something funky on you, but in general, this looks pretty good. Look at this, Mount Vernon, Mason, blah, blah, with control points. I want to do this little road I talked about. Now I probably need to probably want to add a control point right here. So I can do that, but I'm just going to get on and
beautiful, yeah,
do that and add that in. So I'm going to guess, Brandon, that trace route feature might be a premium, or I guess
that's definitely a paid feature.
That's a base. I think probably in basic, because that's what I have. So that's pretty cool. You get a cue sheet out of it.
Yeah.
So that's how you would like use somebody's Strava routes. And Strava, these are guys we know. So I trust like guys we know. You can also like ping them on their route, on their comments, and say, hey, what about this? What about that? And you're going to get good routes out of guys on Strava. Let's go to,
very cool.
Let's go to Find, and you can go to Find. Let's try this. This would be if you want to, I don't use this Find.
Yeah, I've used this feature a lot.
You use it a lot?
All over the world. I've used it too when I've traveled through, where was it? I was in Edinburgh, Scotland. It should show me, give me routes in around Edinburgh, and I got some pretty cool things that I got to follow out there, which was amazing. And then of course you got to download those maps and make sure you got the maps right out there. But.
So I just grabbed this one, Carbon Roads and Gravel. What I usually do, I don't know, I don't even know how else you would do it. Bring it into My Routes, you get a copy, and then it's basically now it's yours to do with as you wish. And I'm assuming with these you get your control points out of the gate, but I don't
Yes,
know.
you do. If it had them.
If it had them, okay.
You get the route as it was. So you can see. So one difference here, actually, I'm sorry. You'll You'll notice on this one it had 70.6 miles, 7 hours, 44 minutes. So that's somebody's ride, which is why it has no control points.
Exactly.
If you go back to the search feature, you can exclude rides and only do. There's an option that says something like has queue sheet, or I can't remember the search option, but routes with queue sheets.
Back at the search.
At the bottom.
Uh,
only show routes with queue sheets.
That means it's not somebody's ride.
Right, and then it's nobody's ride. It's just a route that you can actually.
This might have even been him.
I think that's the same ride, yeah. But this is the actual good ride, not the.
Including the coffee stops.
You'll get all the points of interest. If you don't have a paid membership, you can't edit them. Points of interest are paid only, but they do show up.
Let's see. Edit. This should have a whole bunch of control points then. Yep. Perfect.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's gold.
Gold, Jerry. It's gold. Quick one. Yeah, he mentioned. I should have got into this. So, drop a point of interest. This is while you were talking about that. You put something in here like. Usually I do these for food stops. Like pick something. Convenience store and name it, URL, whatever. So that's what this points of interest are. Helpful sometimes if you're building a route, so people will know where to stop for something. And then what are you gonna do with these things? And Brandon, I'd be curious to get some of your thoughts on this. Again, let's pick one of these South Royaltons. I always export. You have all kinds of options on what file format to use. I export the fit files. Doesn't that open up other? Where was this thing with all the options? Oh, more export options. Yeah. So I export the fit file. It works really well with the Garmin 830. I don't know if you have any specific recommendations. I think the TCX course is pretty good too, but there's like certain pluses and minuses with each of these file formats for guys.
Fit file is probably, if everyone's using a Garmin, just grab the fit file. There's no reason to use the other ones.
Yeah.
But what I was going to also say is if you have an 830 or a 530, basically one of the two newer ones, there's actually on your Garmin, there's a Connect IQ that you can download an app for. And you don't even need to connect your Garmin to your computer. It'll sync over Wi-Fi.
Sync, what would it sync? All the routes you have?
You select the one or ones that you want to sync over Wi-Fi.
On your Garmin?
On your Garmin, yeah. Let me run downstairs and grab my Garmin and I'll see if I can set up a camera and kind of walk through how to set that up. Give me a couple minutes. Keep doing your thing here.
Sure.
I think it's like your pinned routes. And then there's an app that's on the Garmin from RideWithGPS, and then that just links to your pinned.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't set up Connect IQ yet. It looked like just another freaking thing to get in the way on the Garmin.
Well, yeah. There are so many links in the chain, and you may not need all of them, but there are some shortcuts too.
Yeah. Let me show. Yeah, this is actually an interesting one. So you've got a route up here, and you can kind of get a view of it. I really like to go back to the classic mode, to view it in classic mode, because I don't know why they dropped this feature in the newer mode. You can get a much better elevation profile screen here that you don't get in those other modes. So that, I'll show you what I did again. It's just when you're kind of looking at this route, there's no way of expanding this in this new mode, whatever they call it. But if you go back to the classic mode, and then you expand your elevation grade, and you might say, whoa, let's pick one out here. I don't know. Wow, this is a fucking hard section. It's kind of this same thing. You highlight that. You can get an idea of, over here, you see it's 9 miles with 2,000 feet. Like, that's a pretty brutal section. What's cool is you can go back to the map and see exactly where that was.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Oh, really cool.
So that's kind of cool. Like I said, I've got a bunch. I can send out some links to some of the gravel sites that are out there. I don't know. You guys use Google, so you know this one. If you're in Google Maps, if you want to, I use this actually quite a bit to see if maybe you don't know. You see a road is not. You see a road is not. You can get at least maybe get an idea what's up the road. Like, let's go back here. I use this a lot in here. Let me get out a little tighter. Use this little guy to find out where the hell you are. Back a little bit. So there's gonna be a road on my right, and it looks like it actually went up there just a bit, and then the bridge stopped. So you can know that that's probably a gravel road. Although in Vermont, it's interesting. The cars went on a lot of the gravel roads too up there. There are places where they went everywhere in the cars. So,
how did you switch to that Google?
If I'm in Google Maps, he's going to just be available right over here. This little guy.
Oh, that guy. Yep.
Yep.
Thanks.
Actually, was he in OSM? I guess OSM. Yeah, they've licensed pretty much everything. He's in OSM too.
He's in OSM too. There it is. Okay.
Awesome.
Cool.
Street View. That's about trace the route, classic mode. Oh, I showed you changing color of the roads. I mean, that's about all I do with this stuff. So
it's a lot, yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, I learned quite a bit there. Some excellent tips that certainly will help me going forward.
I wish I knew this when I was redlining Molten Borough.
Oh,
right, Scott?
It's perfect for redlining.
Scott.
Perfect tool for redlining.
Yeah.
I'm also going to try and
Paul. That was really cool.
The Ospies in one day, so this will be a good tool to map it out.
Yeah, like I mean, you know, the hiking trails got a pretty. I think they're also pretty well in here.
I just looked.
And you've used it? Have you used this tool before?
No, I haven't used this tool. This is awesome.
Let's go over to Ossipee. Let's see what's going on over
You
here.
do hiking trails on this?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah, this
Okay.
should follow.
North.
Let me go to my map.
Too far north.
Got Madison.
Right
Where's
here.
the Ossapees?
I'm pointing at the screen. You can't see me pointing. It's south of 113.
South of down in here?
Yeah, that's it.
Molten
Right
Borough,
there.
there's Molten Borough. Okay.
That's the Ospies, right?
Let's put the terrain map on. Yeah, okay. Let's put on some cycle. Yeah, what do you got for a mountain for me, Scott? Anything?
Go south a little bit.
Right down in here.
Yeah,
Mount Shaw, Blacks, this stuff?
Roberts, that whole area. Yeah, we're going to try and do a red line in one day. It's like a 30-mile run, hike.
Oof.
Well, let's see if we can, it's going to take me all the way back over there. Yeah, it's going to take me over there.
Don't bother trying, Paul. I've already been doing it while we've been talking.
Oh, and they're all there?
Yeah.
So Scott, do you ever look at, something like Trail Forks, which would have a bunch of those individual trails, but you're trying to piece together your route, right?
Right, yeah.
So
you can then follow on your Garmin.
Would you, rather than trying to edit from scratch, would you take the Trail Forks has these all in one region and try and piece those together?
I've already run every single section of it, so I know pretty much where everything is, but what I'm trying to do is find the optimal route. So I'm not doing 60 miles instead of 30.
Gotcha.
So I got some futzing around with it.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Brandon, you back?